What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Stevio. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 5, and today, as you can already see, we're going to talk about Hide and Seek, the new game mode here in Mexico. And I'm sure most people have played this already. Maybe there's some people that haven't even played Horizon 5 that just want to see what this game mode is. Now, there's things that I like about this game mode. There are things that I don't like about this game mode. I want this to be a spot where you all can also, in the comment section, leave your thoughts, opinions, and suggestions, constructive criticism, anything in regards to the Hide and Seek game mode. Please be sure to hear out everything that I have to say first, though, before you go and comment. And of course, if you've been enjoying Hide and Seek and want to see some more gameplay and some more videos about it here on the channel, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, get those notification bells on so you don't miss any of the uploads, and we also do live stream Hide and Seek on this channel. I bring 5 stream viewers in with me and we just go against each other. It's been a very fun thing to do. So first thing, it's been out for almost 2 weeks. I'm almost level 200. I'm actually top 250 on the leaderboard, which is kind of crazy because some of you might realize I wasn't even here from last Thursday until Sunday. I was out of state, I was at a family event, so I missed pretty much like 50% of the days this game's been available so far, and I still got to this point on the leaderboards, and I've really been loving the game mode overall. It's very fun to play with friends, it's just casual, it's fun. The matchmaking is super quick, which is a huge positive. But we're just gonna kind of go back and forth here. I'm gonna talk about things that I like and don't like randomly, so buckle up. And again, just let me know all your thoughts, opinions, suggestions, feedback in the comment section, because I'd love to hear what you guys think about this Hide and Seek game mode. I guess we can get the little things out of the way first. Like I mentioned already, the matchmaking is super quick. There's no 3-minute timer. You just fire up a match and you're usually in within 10 seconds. Even if you play with friends, of course, actually starting to play takes a little bit longer because everybody's got to load in. They want to give people a chance to actually see some of the rules of how you play. And I gotta say, when you play with randoms, there are so many people that seem to have no clue what they're doing. I do plan to make videos to kind of give some tips and tricks of how to improve and how to win being a hider, but then also how to work as a team and how to win being seekers. But the other aspect, the reason you should play Hide and Seek, there are new accolades, which they're all pretty cool. Some of them are very simple, just basically playing the mode. A couple of them are a little bit trickier, and one in particular that I'm going to make a couple videos on is how to win a match as a hider staying under 60 miles per hour. I've actually done it twice, even though the first time it apparently didn't count. But then we also have a ton of new badges, which I think everyone will find at least one badge here that they actually like more than what they're probably currently running. I'm a little disappointed in the octopus. You guys know I love Angry Octo. Why the heck is this a Happy Octo? That just ain't right, man. They should have had an Angry Octopus too. But once you play a few matches, regardless if you're a hider or a seeker, the first thing you might notice is that there's only 3 maps. This is simply just not good enough. We need more maps for sure. One of my favorite ideas for a location would be the airstrip. You guys can let me know down in the comments what other parts of the map you would like to see added as hide and seek locations, but keep in mind, I think where they have playground games already, they're not going to want to put hide and seek matches at. They want to keep that different, it seems like, so just keep that in mind. But the main reason I have a problem with this is I literally played at the same locations like 5 or 6 times in a row, and it gets so old, it gets so boring, and not to mention when you see fog over and over, it just gets so frustrating. It's so stupid because you cannot see in front of you at all, especially with your headlights on in the fog, trying to go through trees or just trying to go through the city. And I mean, I have pretty good eyes. I could only imagine for anyone that does not have the best eyesight. Oh my goodness, bro. You literally can't see where you're going, and I don't think they're going to add an option to turn your headlights off. I've heard some people say that. I mean, if you guys think that should happen, let us know down in the comment section again. But I really think they need to just remove the fog. I mean, the hiders already have some really good advantages. I think nighttime's okay. I think stormy weather's okay, which, by the way, the situation, like the setting, the weather, is different pretty much every single match, and I think that's a good thing. I think it's really cool that they change things around, but dude, the fog is just so ridiculous. It's so OP. If you lose when you're hiding with the fog, I mean, you got some work to do, buddy. But beyond that, the maps are pretty good. I like Playa Azul, I really like Mulahay. Guanajuato is fun if you're a hider, it kind of is terrible if you're a seeker. And by the way, you're just seeing random gameplay in the background here, we're just talking about things generally. But another important thing is the car selection. So you get 4 choices as a hider, you get 12 options as a seeker. It seems like most people gravitate towards the off-road cars because there's so much cross-country involved with this. You're always cutting across fields and mountains and hills and in between trees where there's lumberjacks, which by the way, the heck with those lumberjacks, man. Tired of them throwing me into trees. Especially if you're in a lighter vehicle, it's kinda annoying. But some people seem to not like that you can't just bring your own car. The thing with that is they would have to make restrictions for what the PI would be because obviously everything has to be balanced. The seeker cars are faster and handle better than the hider cars, which is pretty necessary just based on the way that things play out, especially with the pursuit breaker that hiders have. You know, when I first played this, I actually thought that hiders were just really OP and that the hiders were always winning. But once we learned how to actually play as seekers, and especially when you play with friends, if you get into Xbox party chat and communicate, seekers have actually been winning more than hiders at this point, it seems like. So although, and I'm sure others felt the same way, at first I kind of felt like there needed to be a rebalance with the pursuit breaker because it seems like it's 15 seconds where any seekers within that kind of smaller radius get hit with that. It's kind of like King when you get slowed down, but it's even worse than that, and as a seeker it kinda sucks. It takes away the fun of being able to just drive around and go after the hider, but the thing is you just have to be smart as a seeker. You have to learn how it works and also kind of have a timer in your head of when they're gonna get the pursuit breaker again, because you only get the pursuit breaker about every 30 or 40 seconds, something like that. Just like the seeker can ping the hider every 30 seconds or so. But back to the communication aspect of it, it's good with seekers if you're playing with friends and you're talking in party chat, but if you're trying to play with randoms, it's kind of annoying because you want to communicate, you want to tell them things. I mean, I try to beat my horn, I use the Forza link, like the in-game text chat, but let's be honest, we need voice chat. Do you remember when we had in-game voice chat in Forza Horizon 4? Well, we need it back at least for this game mode. I think they should just add it to the entire game because it's part of the community aspect. Like, we should be able to talk to each other. I understand they got rid of that because of course, toxicity, those types of people that are out there. But man, if we could talk to each other when we're just randomly paired up with 4 other people as seekers in this game mode, it would be so helpful. You could help other people just kind of learn how to play. And it's something since launch I've wanted to be added to the whole game. So this is just kind of another example or reason as to why. But being a seeker really comes down to team play. You pretty much cannot do it by yourself because of the pursuit breaker that the hider has. And the thing is, once they use that breaker though, if your whole team gets on them, the seeker detection meter fills up much quicker than if it's just one player that's getting after the hider. It kind of sucks that you always have a way higher chance of being a seeker though, because in my opinion at least, being a hider is more fun. The thrill of the getaway, just trying to evade the seekers, is so fun. I love trying to line up the pursuit breaker to take out as many of them as possible. Some people have said to take away the ability to see seekers on the mini-map. I disagree. I feel like you need something, like they have the radar to figure out where you are. Well, you can kind of try and strategize to get away from them, but it's not overpowered because either way they always know where you're going to an extent. So I think it's pretty well balanced. You guys can of course share what you think in the comments. Regardless though, I love how the matches are quick. Some of them last less than 5 minutes, and again, it doesn't take long to get into a match, so you can just keep on playing. It's super fun, super casual, and the only time you really get frustrated is either when you're hitting trees in the fog or just hitting anything due to the fog, because when your headlights blast in front of you, especially if you catch jumps, you literally cannot see more than what feels like 5 feet in front of you. And then of course, if you're a seeker playing with 4 randoms, and I mean heck, sometimes for some reason the seeker at the start just turns around and goes the wrong way. Sometimes they decide to ram into you. I don't understand why. But either way, this game mode is very engaging. It feels really good when you win, and when you lose, you just want to get right back out there and take care of business. Oh, and before I forget, there's something completely broken about this game mode that we need to talk about. This is something the Forza team definitely needs to fix. So if you're a hider It seems kind of random. I still have not picked up on exactly how the end destination works, but I have had it and I've seen it happen for other people where the hider is literally, after the first 4 minutes and that end destination pops up, they're like 10 feet away from it. And at that point, the seekers have literally no chance. It's just not really fair. I feel like they need to adjust the way the end destination works. Like maybe that should be determined after the first 4 minutes, because it seems like it's determined before the match even starts, and it just kind of isn't a balanced experience, which is of course what it seems like the Forza team is going for between the hiders and the seekers. It is fun playing this game mode with randoms though, because usually everyone seems to have different strategies and play styles, especially the hiders. Some people are really slick. You just never seem to be able to find them, or if you see them, especially if it's foggy, forget about it, man. The fog is the other thing that just seems so broken to me. I hope they remove the fog, but at the same time, I hope they keep the different weather dynamics. And I'd say the biggest thing for me is, again, they just need to add more maps. If we had more maps, it would be so much more fun. I feel like people are going to get bored kind of quick because you're just playing at the same 3 locations just way too often. We need more variety. That's something that's just huge with anything video game related. But that's a pretty good summary of me just randomly spewing my thoughts and opinions of this new game mode. After about the first week or two here, we'll see what changes they decide to make, and again, they do listen to the community feedback, so be sure to share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. But that's all I got for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying Hide and Seek just as much as I am. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.